quick headlines before the intro. Supply chains are not simply leaving one country and landing neatly in another. They are being rewired. ASEAN manufacturing investment is rising, Vietnam keeps anchoring export growth, and Thailand is trying to turn EV policy into a regional production advantage. The question for your wallet is whether diversification lowers prices or just buys resilience.
Powered by artificial intelligence.
The Southeast Asia pivot is driven by risk. Companies want alternatives to single-country concentration, especially after trade tensions, pandemic disruption, shipping shocks, and geopolitical uncertainty. But diversification is not free. New factories need trained labor, suppliers, ports, electricity, financing, customs systems, and quality control. The consumer may eventually benefit from competition, but the transition period can add cost. The World Bank notes that manufacturing and exports continue to anchor Vietnam's economy, while deeper links between foreign invested and domestic firms are critical for medium-term momentum. That is the key. Vietnam can be a powerful electronics hub, but the wallet impact depends on how much value is created locally versus imported as parts, assembled, and re-exported. More local supplier depth can make pricing more resilient. Thailand is already a major automotive manufacturing base, and official policy updates show the government adjusting EV incentives to support exports and stabilize the domestic market. This matters beyond cars. EV supply chains include batteries, power electronics, charging components, software integration, and industrial logistics. If Thailand captures more of that chain, regional competition can improve. If incentives only subsidize imports, local suppliers can be squeezed. A common mistake is assuming lower labor costs automatically lower final prices. Modern electronics and vehicles are capital-intensive, supplier-intensive, and quality-sensitive. New production sites can face learning curves, duplicated tooling, compliance audits, and logistics complexity. Brands may use supply chain savings to protect margins or reduce risk rather than cutting retail prices. Your wallet feels the benefit only when competition forces pass-through. The stronger consumer case is stability. A diversified supply chain can reduce dependence on a single port, tariff corridor, or factory cluster. That may not make every gadget cheaper, but it can prevent sudden shortages and emergency shipping premiums. For households, avoiding a price spike can be just as valuable as a discount. Bottom line, Southeast Asia's manufacturing pivot is real, but it is not a simple cheap labor story. It is a risk management story. Vietnam, Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, and others are building different pieces of the global production map. Your wallet may see lower prices in some categories, but the bigger near-term win is fewer shocks, more sourcing options, and a supply chain that can bend without breaking.